Well, obviously, just talk about your pitcher.
Yeah, a lot to talk about. He gets a lot of praise and credit, but I think we all agree it's well-deserved. And special night. 15 strikeouts, no walks. He just shoves the ball in the strike zone. And, we tip our hat to Philip Clark, the 3-hole hitter. Got 2 of the 4 hits on the night, but Casey was special. And those 15 strikeouts, I think for a single game, it's only the second time in SEC conference game for Auburn, but 4th time overall. That put him in pretty select company with the 15 strikeouts of a John Powell, who, believe it or not, had 602 strikeouts in the history of our program, which is amazing. A guy named Tim Hudson, Chris Butchek, Mark Chapman, 4 really special pitching names in the history of our program. And Casey matched that and deserved to, because those 4 men were special pitchers in our program, and I think Casey goes in that category of one of our special pitchers of all time. But a special night. Our team needed us. It was great to be back home. Big smile on the guys' faces from finishing final exams. And they just come out and played a very high-level baseball game. We got 2 big swings in the game. Brett Wright gets the solo home run in the first with 2 outs and nobody on. I thought was huge. And then Connor Davis, the guy that's got 1 home run in 2 years, and Judd Ward has got in there and played so well. And but Connor's been swinging that bat so good this week, and it looks like he started turning on the baseball the way he did back in the fall, because he was just swinging the bat so well. And he gets that 3-run home run that was huge, because Drake Fellows is it's a very heavy, sinking fastball that he's throwing. And really good pitcher, but that was a huge swing by Connor Davis in the ball game. And we just handled our defense really well. With 15 strikeouts, you don't have to play as much defense, but I thought in the 9th inning there was a huge double play start, the 3-6-1 by Josh Anthony, that really allowed Casey to get to the finish line, because I know we pushed him to the 110 mark. But hopefully saving an arm or so, we'll get our freshmen back out there that served us well with Tanner Burns and Cody Greenhill. See what they can do. The last 2 weeks has been good for them. They beat Florida on the road and Alabama on the road. So a good night, special night. And, our fans showed up here on graduation weekend, and, just a good night overall for our ball club.
I'm assuming there wasn't any actual discussion of taking Casey out, was there?
None tonight. And the velo stayed intact, and, they get that hit in the 9th, and that was the first time in my brain where it jumped in. Like, well, we just got to make sure we're ready, because I knew Clark was coming up. And wiping that out and getting 2 outs and nobody on, because if the second guy reaches, if Duval reaches, then you got their guy that's got 2 of the 4 hits coming up as the tying run. So that's what I'm thinking about. And wiping out that double play of the guys just playing catch and handling the baseball is so important. It moves you forward. And so he was able to finish.
It was just the importance of coming back and talking about taking care of business at home to get that Friday night win.
Yeah, and it's just one. It's a great special day, but it's just one. We can't get too high, too low. I told them not much of a coach talk or pep talk today. I just said, Willie Stargell with the Pirates back in the We Are Family days, he just was kind of the leader of that ball club, well documented. And, he just said, hey, they don't say work ball, they say play ball. So we got our school out of the way, and this is a big run, and you can't play tight, you can't play tense, so we got to just play ball. And the guys played a pretty good brand of ball tonight.
They had you, pegged deep, left and center all
Yep.
night. But are you happy with the swings tonight? It seemed like there were hard hit balls that normally would have fell for doubles and maybe even triples tonight.
It's probably the deepest somebody's played us at Plainsman Park than maybe since the non-conference. And center fielder definitely went, side to side, but they played really deep. And we had 5 really good at bats, what we call barrel shots or just clean swings that, he run down pretty easy. So, maybe we can just stick with the approach, take their Addison ball, maybe some of those fall in, but that is probably the deepest outfield position and we've had straight away in conference play for sure here.